Hello, beautiful Doofers. Gegi here, coming to you from Sydney on this amazing Sunday and wonderful Mother's Day. So I hope all you mums out there are getting spoiled and showered with praise. I am super pleased to be here with you all today, and I'm also really excited to have found Mark and Doofism, and I hope you guys are all really excited too. Like, I know we're probably going to continue just doing all the awesome shit that we were doing before, but at least we've got like a little bit of a banner now, you know what I'm saying? So I'm feeling so much positive vibes about it. So, bit before we get started, a bit about myself. I'm a mum of two. I am a radiographer. I'm an artist. I am a doofer. And I'm a fantastic problem solver. So if you've got any issues, shoot them my way. Now you know me. I can't wait to get to meet you all at another service when we finally, start having them. Or even at some of the doofs around, because I will be going to a few this year. So it'd be really awesome to run into a few people. Okay, so today I actually want to talk about Mother's Day, being Mother's Day, obviously. And if you haven't rang your mother already, fucking pick the phone up. Come on now. Give her a call, tell her you love her. But I also want to encourage you today to thank your mum, basically for everything she does, and thank the mother of your children, and also thank the other special women in your life who has had a hand in raising you or comforting you. It could be your grandmother, your auntie, your mum's best friend, your neighbour, you know what I mean? So give everyone a bit of a call today and just let them know how much you appreciate them. It really go a long way. People sort of love that. But what you could do is when you are thanking them, particularly your mum, you can go into a bit more detail. You could thank her for her sacrifices, because as we know as mums, we sacrifice a lot. And it might be big things, it might be little things. We sacrifice our careers, our social lives, if you're a single mom, you could sacrifice relationships. We sacrifice by postponing our dreams, if we had any, just to put them on the back burner until our little ones are older. And then I guess little things is we sacrifice our time, we sacrifice our food and our privacy, if you get what I mean. But you could also thank them for, just generally believing in you, for picking up the pieces when you were down, and just thank them for making you the center of her world, because that's exactly what she's done every single day. She's made you the center of her world. She deserves all the praise. But the thing about being a mum is none of this sort of stops as your children get older. I know even me as an adult, I still lean on my mum so much. And she continues to help me and support me. And I bet all your mums do the same thing. A beautiful example of this is a story with me and my mum. Actually, I'll share it with you today. After I separated from my first husband, I was devastated, obviously. And so I sort of called my mum up and I was just like, Mum, oh my God, I've separated from my husband and I seriously just don't know what to do. I'm lost. Mum just replied with, baby, come home. And that's exactly what I did. I moved back home and it was the best decision I've ever made. And, she helped nurture me back to good, because it was sort of like a domestic violence situation. And, it's made me the person I am today, because that was, my early 20s. And yeah, like I am so grateful and I thank her all the time for it, for really helping me. So now what I want to do is I want to shift the focus to mums, and actually speaking directly to them. So if you're listening, hi. And I just want to let you know that you are the most beautiful, selfless souls on the planet. You're doing a really great job, okay? Don't let anyone ever tell you otherwise, and don't ever feel otherwise. Your children are great, they're healthy, they're thriving, which means you're doing a great job. It's easy to sort of beat yourself down, and we often don't hear praise enough. But, I'm just here today to tell you that you're okay. Everything's okay, And when people are quick to criticize if it's not constructive, don't listen to it. Don't let other people's negative energies breach your shining aura. As mums, we have a tendency to not always put ourselves first, or ever put ourselves first in some cases, and we're always taking care of other people. So today I really want to sort of give a message about self-love and self-care and how important it is. Like, I seriously actually can't stress to you enough how important it is. It's important for everybody, but it's super important for mums. This is actually a new concept for me, and I'm learning about it as well. It's been a new adventure that I've embarked on more recently. And to my surprise, there was a few things I was completely blissfully unaware of that counted as self-care. I found this out because an amazingly positive friend of mine put up a post on Instagram about the 8 types of self-care. Now, I read through it very thoroughly and have tried to put a few things into practice. So I'm going to share it with you today so you guys can have a think about it and maybe put some things into your life. So I'll just briefly go through a few of the points. It's basically broken down into 8 different topics, and then has like a list of things underneath each subheading. And the first one is physical. This first little point is sleep. I know it's easier said than done. We tend to get not as much sleep as everybody else in the house, unfortunately, but it's super duper important. The next one is stretching. I didn't realize how important stretching was until I actually started it. And I tell you what, my body just feels amazing from having a bit of a stretch. Go figure. The next one's walking, physical release, healthy food, yoga, and rest. Move on to emotional self-care, and it goes with stress management. Now, I think this is probably actually the most important point of the whole list, is because, as we are stressed, our body obviously isn't functioning as well as it should be. We're constantly in this fight or flight mode, which means that our cells aren't going through the growth process. We're sort of just stagnant, really. And living in fear does that as well. So putting in stress management solutions, easier said than done, but it's super important. And if you haven't done that already, I would seriously look into it. It's changed my life, and I just feel so much better because of it. All right, so the next one is emotional maturity. Forgiveness. Oh my God, forgiveness is super important as well. You can't live around life just holding grudges against other people. It's unhealthy for you. You just got to let it go. Say a little prayer to the moon for that person and then forget about it. Move on. It's the best thing you can do. All right, so then we've got compassion, kindness. The next one on the list is social self-care. So this is setting boundaries. So setting boundaries, letting people know what's appropriate, what's not appropriate, what you're comfortable with. Give it a go. Next one is support systems, which we have in this community now. How wonderful. Positive social media. This is actually something that I underrated, but until I actually made the change, found that it was really good. I sort of on my social media, anything that brought me, not like distress or anything like that, but just didn't give me all the positive vibes that I needed while I was scrolling, I got rid of. And I just feel so much better because of it. Next one's communication. Communication, I think, is just as important as stress management, because if you're not communicating your needs and just communicating in general with everybody in your life, you're not really going to get anywhere. So I think that is an important self-care thing, which I guess I was unaware of. Another one is spending time together with just the people you love and your partners and your children, and just quality time. It's so wholesome, it's so beautiful, and it's just so relaxing. The last one is asking for help. I know as mums, we don't tend to ask for help. We seem to carry a lot on our shoulders. But I encourage you to just ask for help. If you're struggling, just put that hand up and just be like, fuck it, I need help. Please help me. All right, so the next one is spiritual self-care. And it's time alone. Time alone, I think, is wonderful. I know some people struggle with spending time alone, but I think it's worthwhile for self-development, for just finding out who you are and what you like, and also not having to share for once. As being a mom, we've got to share everything. So, be able to make your own choices and not having to share by spending a little bit of time alone. The next one is meditation. If you haven't started meditating, give it a go. There's so many apps on the app stores that can assist you with doing it, because it's just amazing. And because the next one is actually yoga, and you can do obviously meditation and yoga together, and that just watch it just transform your life, really. And the next one is connection with nature, which is something us Doofers are good at, and we all just thrive off it, because obviously the energy from the earth, and as we go out and we ground and we just, I just can't even put to words how amazing it is and how much of a stress relief it is to sort of get out there with everything. We've got journaling, so I guess writing your stuff down, writing your feelings down, and sacred space. This is something that I've done probably for the last 8 to 9 months. I've just got my own little space in the house. It is a space where I keep my crystals that I have charged. And what I do on a daily basis is, in that space, I light an incense. And as it's sort of burning, I sort of waft it to myself, and I say a few positive affirmations, just focusing on me and how just really reinstating that I am worthy in this world, and you could do the same. And I find it's really boosted me up since I started it, and I feel so much better about myself. I don't know if it's just because the affirmations or all the other changes that I'm making, but wow, it's worth a go anyway, isn't it? All right, so the next one is personal self-care, which involves hobbies. Ladies, I know you lose touch with yourself when you have children, but it's super important to find out what you love. Try a few things, give it a go. If you don't like it, give it up. If you love it, fucking continue it. Find time for it, because doing things that you love is just so important. Like, I paint and I crochet and I do a whole lot of other artsy-fartsy things, but when I'm creating, it just makes me feel so alive. And when I don't, I miss that. You know what I mean? So give that a go. The next one on the list is knowing yourself, which is hard, and it does take a little bit of work, but just really reaching in deep and just getting to know the inner you again. You'll feel so much more amazing afterwards. And I guess this is something that we do when we do go to Doofs. I don't know about you guys, but for me, it's like a time where I network, but I also do a lot of self-exploration, and I get to know myself a bit more, and we get out there a bit, and it's just amazing. And then that also comes along with the next one, which is honoring your true self. And I try to practice that on a daily basis. I'm the kind of person who's just like, if you don't like me, I don't care, here I am, just being me. And it works. All right, so the next one is space. So it goes safety, healthy living environment, security and stability, which is easier said than done, because sometimes it has a lot to do with your own sense of stability and also your insecurities as well, which I guess comes into play with a lot of the other things. And the other one's an organised space. I think that one's actually quite important, because decluttering, I feel, just lightens the load in your life, if you know what I mean. Like, not just materially, but also when you're in your space, and it can be quite overwhelming if it's full of shit, you know what I'm saying? The last two actually points on the list I didn't think was self-care until I really had a good think about it, and I realized that they are. So one of them's financial. So, and then on this list it says savings, budgeting, money management, splurging and paying bills. And I guess all those are important because money is a huge stressor. So if you're, not managing your money properly, you're going to be stressed. If you're stressed, obviously everything else goes out the window, if you know what I'm saying. And then the last one on the list is work. Again, like the money, if this isn't going well, because obviously we spend tons of time at work, stress ruins everything. Okay, so on the work list, it says time management, work boundaries, positive workplace, more learning. Yes, more learning. Learning is awesome. And taking a break. Got to take breaks, guys. All right, so that's the 8 principles of self-care. Went for a lot longer than I was expecting, but there you go. Something that I think sums it up really nicely is actually something that I heard the other day. And that's you need to take care of your home. And I don't mean the bricks and mortar around you, I mean your body. Your body is basically your home to your soul. And it was actually my partner who said this the other day in the shower, actually, save water, shower with a friend. He said that you need to take care of your home. You need to clean it, keep it healthy, maintain it, because your home is where your soul lives. And by taking care of your home, your soul gets to live this life until your home breaks down and becomes unlivable. And then your soul moves on to its new home in its next life. I don't know, when he said that to me, it just really resonated with me. It was so beautiful. Like, it really made me look at my body in a different way, like other mums, I carry a bit of extra kilos. All right, a lot of extra kilos. And we sort of beat ourselves down and we hate on ourselves a little bit. But I don't know, just thinking of it in this way just really opened my eyes, like I said, and I just viewed my body a little bit different. And it was just, it was an amazing feeling. We tend to take really good care of our material objects, such as our house, our car, our phones. If something's broken, we fix it, we maintain it, we declutter it, we really make positive spaces to live in, for us to thrive in. So why don't we put twice as much into the very thing that carries us every day? Because you are magnificent and you deserve all the love, particularly all the love from yourself. I just wanted to wrap it up with a special blessing to all my ladies who have ever lost a child or have lost pregnancies. You are incredibly strong and amazing women for just keep on going in life, because it isn't easy. I've been there. I know the struggle and the pain. And I just want to remind you that there is no shame in talking about miscarriages or loss, okay? In the beginning, I felt a sense of shame and I didn't really want to talk about it because I felt like I was making other people uncomfortable. But through my journey of self-acceptance and self-awareness and self-love, I've realized that the silence is a part of the problem. When we don't give certain topics a voice or airtime, people don't necessarily understand them too well. Because with this kind of thing, like, it's okay to be sad. It's okay to not be sad. It's okay to feel indifferent about it. You just got to let your emotions out there and chat to some people about it. Like I said, back in the self-care, sharing your thoughts with other people and, asking for help is so nurturing. I'm just going to finish it off now with a special appreciation and thank you to our Mother Earth. She nourishes us and nurtures us every day and she gives us life. So everybody, let's take care of all our mums and show them appreciation every day, not just today. And please also take care of yourselves. Self-love, self-care. It's the message of the day. Do a little bit of self-love today. If you haven't already, go and pick up that phone, and call the special ladies in your life. Excellent. Happy Mother's Day, everybody. Chat to you next time. Bye. Love you all.